the best start, really, from Team Sweden. All of them died, so they're already down 5 kills, make that 6 kills. Finally, Weeman gets their first kill of the round, but look at Tommy's positioning. He's ready and waiting to spawn trap. He's going to recognize Quicker's up there, but unfortunately not going to win that gunfight.
I mean, it was their whole team in their base at some point. Finally, they're able to get someone over towards B, but even Dens is just being a nuisance. The concussion's going to slow players down, and now they're going to have to be worried about the flank as the rest of Reciprocity is going to be pushing in the front. But Brain, he's been waiting for it this entire time, but while Brain's distracted on the backline, Reciprocity is able to break through and get in towards B to defend.
And that's so smart from Dens. He instantly recognizes, hold on, 2 players died. I can leave this fight now. Brain's in no man's land. You don't have to worry about that. Let me put pressure on the players coming off spawn. Unfortunately, that time it doesn't work out. He does fall, but right idea. Lovely concept again from Reciprocity.
And at the very least, Rec is just burning time off the clock. So now they don't have the opportunity to push in at any point because there's only 39 seconds left on the game clock, but they're close to getting 2 ticks. If they get the second tick, they're in a decent spot, but sweet, Quicker's able to pick up 2. Dylan trying to get 1. Dens, though, inside the hill, being a nuisance, has at least 1 teammate, Wuskins, in support, is eventually going to get taken down. Wuskins, now by himself, is able to get 2. And again, 16 kills right now to 11.
Weeman just got obliterated. Zed, nice shots. He's going to shut down Dylan. Keep your eye on the clock as Tommy gets himself a double. Reciprocity defended valiantly. 16-8 the score lead. And when Zed's shooting like that, quite frankly, more players funneling down. 6 lives to 16. Zed can let him pass because there's still more players on the stairs. Sween dropping like dominoes. Single file, 1 by 1. Reciprocity ready and waiting. Set up perfectly. I mean, Shawnee's 14-7. Wuskin, a beautiful, beautiful round there from Reciprocity.
And I'm hearing battle cries coming out from those players after every kill, just screaming their heads off. And keep in mind, at the start of that game, it was almost a clean 5-man wipe for Reciprocity, and their entire team went and stood. They didn't like hold that forever, but that was just brutal for a moment.
Yep.
And now, of course, on this next round, if you're Sween, what is your opening break on defense even going to be? Are you worried about them pushing A off the break, and now do they go to B? Like, it's not standard.
Here's the problem. When you go 2-0 up in control, you have specialists at hand. So it makes that 3rd round a little prime example.
They have 4.
They have 4. So it makes that 3rd round down 2-0 even more difficult. And is this going to be bait? I thought they were going to try and bait it out.
It did look like they were setting up for the bait.
That would have been nasty. Because especially look at where Tommy is too. Tommy's just wrapped the entire map. Let's put some pressure on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, I'm going to go for a wide old flank. You just have to wait. Be patient, boys. Here I come. Tommy with 1. Wuskin flies in with the annihilator. Weeman's there as a line of defense, but they all fall. Reciprocity just showing you outside of the box ways of thinking here with control.
And so that's insane if that's the case, or if that's just how it panned out. But now, of course, they're inside the hill. They got War Machines coming out. They got the Grab Slam as just backup if they need it, which they don't because they're getting kills all over the damn map right now. They're in the point. They got 1 tick. They're going to get more. 2 players inside, and they're already rotating over towards next. Sween, they're chalking it, but they're down by 5 lives. And they still have so many specialists they have to deal with.
I'm saying that was 110% intentional. With the way that map looked and the way things panned out, I mean, it's all going Reciprocity's way. The capture point about to be done and dusted with a 22-18 kill lead. You got 1:44 to try and push. And once again, Reciprocity just slowing things down. What are they waiting for? So Coy, is it the grab slam to try and open things up? There's a grapple. Doesn't want to invest a slam there. Brain will find 1, but now all of a sudden the pressure just coming in towards Sweden's spawn. As it stands, Reciprocity, they don't care about the point right now. It's all about just pick up those kills, use the streaks, find more kills, get complete spawn control, then put pressure inside the hill.
Now they're going for the spawn traps. Dens once again behind enemy lines. The stun, though, should be able to take him down, and Dylan eventually able to finish the job. So Sween trying to hold on, but the kills are not on their side, and that's how, well, they're going to have to win this if they can. Not down by a huge amount, but they still have to deal with the Grab Slam. They still have to deal with the Tempest if they decide to pull it out.
Beautiful read from Shawnee for the sniper's nest. The stun's going to come through, but damage done. Streaks earned. Kill lead still in full effect. 17-9. You hear the specialist reigning in the background. It was Nolson. There's a grab slam. Tommy just hasn't slowed down. He's been just in such a a high gear. His pace has been ridiculous throughout this control. 14-7, 14-6, going to be contested. Weeman and Nolson spring into life. They keep it at just 1 tick. But the life lead is so drastic for Reciprocity that, honestly, Sweden need a damn miracle. Is it going to come in the form of the Tempest? Of course, the Sniper's Nest is in the air. That's what you hear. 10-5. This would be a hell of a way to start a reverse sweep.
Man looking for everything again. They're all stacked up inside. They have to turtle as well. So Reciprocity, they can take their time. 30 seconds, you need 1 good break, 1 wipe of kills and you're good, but
it's running out.
Really are pinched for everywhere. He's able to find 1 though in the back. They're going to be able to get 2.
Oh my
Brain,
God.
by the way, pulled out the rampart. That's going to be to shoot down the Sniper's Nest, but 4v7, Ben. 15 seconds.
15 seconds, 1 final push. The Tempest was so clutch. Bear in mind, Crash has come through. Weeman is also close to the streak. It's not going to have an effect this round, but it could be for future. Tommy will find Dylan. 3 players left, 2 players left. Time is of the essence, 7 seconds. Can we see 1 full clean wipe? No, we cannot. And Reciprocity gets sweet revenge against Team Sweden from what we saw in Vegas. A dominating 3-0 performance. We had an epic comeback, a complete and utter search and destroy blowout, and some nice little trick spats in control there from Reciprocity. Chance, they look fantastic.
That's a statement game, Ben. They came out and said, we underperformed in Vegas. We were, what, 2-5 in S&D?
Yep.
Now, we're going to beat Sweden 6-0. Completely ran them over. You want to see next level of control? We got that. And then the cool comeback and the hard point as well. So it's only 1 series, but for these 2 teams, the 2 at the top of the division, whichever team wins that, it doesn't guarantee Pro League yet, but you have to imagine if Reciprocity is looking like that, they're going to come out first in their division, maybe second at worst. So I obviously expect them to be in the Pro League now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Reciprocity looked absolutely fantastic in that series, and as we said, they get a little bit of revenge. Yes. Of course, it is a big rivalry matchup. Both teams, of course, European, but here's how the series panned out. The last 2 maps didn't really look very close on paper, did they? 6-0, 3-0. The search definitely wasn't control. I mean, to be honest with you, Team Sweden were just outclassed in that, and then the crazy comeback, you kind of called it a little bit. You said, well, yeah, you know, Team Sweden, they already have a series under the belt. They're 3-0. Reciprocity, this was their first series of the day. Maybe they did just start slow. And if that's what we have to look forward to every time we watch Reciprocity play, I pray they get into the Pro League, because that was unbelievable to watch.
And that's something that, like, other teams need to take notes. Like, that's actually one of the best things for your Optic Splice LG is they can sit back and watch all this and be like, that's a good idea. I like that. Let me make some marks on that one down. So really cool stuff we saw from Reciprocity, even just in that control. The opening break we saw in the round number 1 on offense, the flank from Tommy in round number 3. So fun stuff to watch, and, you know, you got to pull some tricks out of the bag to get the important wins. So, I don't know. I'm just excited to watch them going forward.
That was absolutely fantastic to watch, and that's everything from myself and Chance. We can send it now to the PlayStation Instant Reaction with Dance.
Thank you. You are in a very interesting position, being an APAC player, teaming with EU players living here in the United States. What has that experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. The whole transition was actually pretty smooth. We're waiting, what's going to go wrong? We got our visas, the team house was all set up, everything was perfect from Reciprocity, and now we just get to compete against the best in America, and it's amazing.
I'm glad to hear that as a team that transition went really smoothly. For you personally, how difficult was it to leave home and move to Vegas?
Well, we traveled a lot last year under Mindfreak with the Pro League and whatnot, so it wasn't too hard. I didn't have any commitments. I finished uni, I don't have a girlfriend, so the other boys did, so it was just easy for me to move over.
All right, well, I'm glad that went so well. The casters were mentioning that you guys really got your revenge on Sweden since CWL Vegas. So since that event, what aspect of gameplay have you been mostly focusing on?
Hardpoint has been our main one. We switched a couple of roles, a bit of pacing issues at Vegas. We learnt a lot also about our vetoes, because Vegas was the first one when everyone wasn't sure what their best map was or their worst map. And yeah, that's kind of what we did, role changes and vetoes, and knowing our strengths and weaknesses.
Great, sounds like you know what you're doing. Thank you so much for the interview. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.